Welcome to part 2 of IDGT and PK's review of Jurassic World Alive 3.4 Release Notes. In this video, we look at the rebalanced creatures of this update. If you have not seen our analysis video of the new creatures yet, please catch that as well. Here, IDGT and PK give their first impressions of the rebalanced creatures. As always, we hope it is helpful to the community. Please let us know any questions, commentary, and your feedback below. Hadros Lux. These are great changes for Hadros Lux. They should have been implemented a long time ago, but at least now Hadros has a better chance in the meta. It loses a bit of damage turn 1, but it makes up for it with the new priority and getting Resilient Rampage back. Nerf for Pteranokyrie. We are kind of torn with this change. On the one hand, it helps other swap-in creatures stay viable. Example, Thylus Intrepidus and Magnapyritor. At ET4, prior Kyrie would have one-shot these two after swap-in buff. But the nerf wasn't needed. The additional HP from the enhancement track as well as boosts will definitely help its survivability and viability in the meta. Another awesome change for one of the original Apex. Removing the delay for Revenge, nullifying Rampage really bolsters its turn 1. The new Revenge group disabling impact gives Gorgotrebax a much-needed buff against Phlox with what looks like a strong group attack. Not much of a change now considering there are not a ton of Phlox in the current meta, but definitely a good change for when Ceramagnus does face Phlox. We don't think this changes its standing anywhere in the endgame meta. All around big changes for Tenontorex. We really like the distracting heal change. Its group-shattering rampage is a game changer. Speed increase in armor also will help exponentially. Dr. Nizam fans rejoice! Grypolyth is getting her due again. This was basically Dr. Nizam's mascot creature. In our opinion, the biggest rebalancing of all creatures. All the changes combined together will help it to beat some of the biggest meta threats in the game currently. Kind of anxious to see Grypo back in action in the arena. Tuoramoloch received some really great changes for raids and will be quite annoying for the arena if anyone is brave enough to use it there. To be honest, we like all these changes for Tuora. On paper, the changes look good, but Smilonemys' time in the meta is long gone and this most likely is not enough to bring it back. Imagine these changes around the 2.0 era, then we could be talking about Smilonemys being top contender in the meta. But too much has changed since then and this power level is considered low now. But if Smilonemys is able to get to turn 3, it has the potential to do a massive amount of damage with its devastating run. The changes for Magnapyritor look alright, but overall it still just doesn't seem like it is enough to earn a spot. Magna, sadly, is still swap fodder, but it can at least survive a bit longer than previously and do more damage. I guess we'll see if Magna Impact makes that big of an impact to Magna. This does not look like it really changes anything for Spinotasuchus. The cleansing swoop change will allow it to run turn 1, but other than that, it is basically still the same. We actually like the changes for Megalosuchus. Nice health addition, speed and attack buff. Critical damage increase to 150% relies on quite a bit of RNG when its crit chance is only 15%. But overall, should be interesting to see these changes in an upcoming tournament. The changes to Iguanadon are pretty big for us. They definitely push it from 0 use to one of the top 8 in common tournaments. It will be able to compete with all Omegas as well. Thank you for watching our review of the Rebalanced Creatures of Update 3.4. If you haven't seen our analysis video of the new creatures of this update, please catch it now, and stay tuned for all new Update 3.4 beta content on IDGT 902 YouTube coming your way starting next week.